Hello again, YouTube. This is Truth Man, give you the truth, and we're doing a follow-up video on the viral video about the lady who threw the McDonald's in the street because her baby daddy only bought it for his kid and not for the other kids. Now, I still stand where I stand, and that's him not having to buy the McDonald's, nor should he have done it. Now you say, but the situation changed. He was doing it before and his kid the youngest. It don't matter. See, a lot of people don't want to deal with facts. They want to deal with emotions. This remind me of the George Floyd stuff. How people was dealing with emotion and not dealing with the fact that George Floyd put himself in that situation just like she put herself in that situation. Whether she was selling her stamps, whatever she was doing, she tried to call a guy to still deal with his kid to come and to take care of all the other ones. Now, even if you dissect what she said her kid, their kid is the youngest out of them all, which also tells me that by her calling him and not being with him, that she must not be dealing with the other kid's father. So she tried to obligate him to do so. You can't listen. I gave y'all an example. If let's say my wife just went wayward, we got divorced, she got with some other dude, he was rocking her, she gets pregnant. I'm not buying that kid nothing. Like, I'm just not. Like, you can't, oh, well, that's heartless. Well, if that's how you feel about it, me personally, I don't believe it's heartless. I believe it's very intelligent, and I believe it's a good use of money to not overspend. Like, what if she called him every day? So he's supposed to buy them something every day. What if he wanted to buy his kids some Jordans? So he's supposed to buy them some Jordans too? Y'all not being rational, man. Y'all just not. I don't care what he used to do. He's not obligated to buy those kids anything. And I'm hearing thousands of people, Facebook, YouTube, changing their tune. It doesn't matter, man. He's not, no matter what situation changed, he does not have to buy those other kids anything. Now, like I told y'all, like if it was me, we together and we having like a party or something, I'm buying everybody food. But y'all don't know what his financial situation is. That's another thing. But what we do know is that she's not being a good steward over her finances. Because I guarantee you, she works. She gets food stamps, as she said. But she talking about when she don't get them until, okay. And like he said, why you don't call them other ones? Why you don't call they daddies? So because they daddies is missing in action, he got to pick up the slack. No. Y'all dudes need to be more cold with these women. I'm telling you. Take care of your kid. But if you ain't with her, you ain't got to do nothing for her. Now, anything you do is out of the kindness of your heart. But you don't got to do nothing for her. Or any outside people. Whether it's parents, whether it's this person, whether it's that person, you don't have to do it. You don't. I mean, if she wanted him to take care of them kids, then she should have tried to sucker him into marriage like a lot of these other women do. Sucker guys into marriage. She didn't do that, but instead she want sympathy. Sympathy. Notice what sympathy starts. Notice what sympathy starts with. Simp. Sympathy. See? Now, he might not be a simp no more, so you just got to deal with it. Maybe he learned from some of us here on YouTube. But regardless, he doesn't owe those other kids anything. Those are not his kids. In fact, if he was smart, he would never make that mistake again, impregnating a woman who already had kids. you got to be careful with any dealings you deal with women with kids. I told y'all once before, I saw some of my friends beating up on their stepdaddies when they got older. I did. I saw it and I heard about it. So you got to be careful with them women that got kids. Because you'll get old, you start developing arthritis and stuff like that, and them kids will be beating you up. So, yeah, man, I ain't changed my stance, man, regardless of what details have been revealed. I still say he did the right thing. And I still say she was childish for throwing that food away. And I still say she's childish for not letting him see his kids more and not letting his kid come out to the car and eat. That's childish, man. It's just, it's unacceptable behavior too. Like, what I'm noticing with a lot of women, what they need to correct, is a lot of these women need to learn how to live as mature adults. That means you can't always rely on your emotions and try to use your emotions against men, because a masculine man is he gonna brush off your emotion and he gonna do what he feels and knows is best. And that's all it is to it. They dangling sex like they the only woman around. They doing all kind of stuff out here. Y'all be amazed. Some of the stories I done heard, some of the stuff I done seen that people do trying to gain an advantage and manipulate. And then the worst part about it is a lot of times when somebody being manipulative, they so deceived they can't even see that they being manipulative. So it's whatever. Guys, if you break up with somebody, it's not your responsibility any kids that's had outside of you. In fact, if you find out that a kid ain't yours, you don't got to deal with that kid no more. You don't got to deal with that kid no more. And you need to tell that kid, if they try to act like you dogging them out, hey man, you know, I found out through a DNA test that your mama was cheating on me and I'm not even your real daddy. That's how y'all need to start doing these people. Y'all need to get more colder, man. Now, it's noble, once again, if a guy continues to deal with a kid that he found out ain't his. But I would tell you guys also, don't claim no babies without DNA going forward. Because y'all see, just look at her. And she might not even be the worst out here. Y'all see what's out here. Y'all see how they doing things. Do not claim any woman that's saying she pregnant by you without a DNA test. Withhold your emotions and tell her, like, I ain't trying to be rude, but I need a DNA test. Don't you trust me? Well, see, you ain't right for that. I want to break up. Break up? I still want a DNA test. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about it and let y'all know that I have not changed my stance, that I still agree with him, and I think that guys need to be more that way. You know, don't stop thinking with your little head, think with your big head. The head that's attached to your ears. You stop thinking with your little head that ain't got no ears. This is the truth, man. The channel is the No Matrix. No simping. No simping. No, because I bought you McDonald's yesterday, we broke up. You know, I smashed 2 or 3 people since I left. And you expect me to do what I used to do. It ain't happening. No simping. All subjects channel. Thanks for watching.